Hey, what's going on YouTube? Thank you for coming back to another episode of Scattered Brilliancy. My name is Travis and you're watching Scattered Brilliancy. I think I just said that though. I haven't made a video like this in a while and I knew it was time for me to make one. The last video I made about my flight that I missed, and update on that, I finally ended up talking to someone who had some authority, and she let me know that when I checked in at the kiosk, that the person who checked me in should have told me what concourse to go to because I didn't have any gate information. Obviously they didn't, so I missed my flight. So she put me in first class for my 10 o'clock flight, so she made it right. And even though I was only in Chicago for 24 hours, it's a very interesting 24 hours, but you know, Chicago wasn't bad. But the reason for today's video is I want to talk about my decision to leave social media. My wife and I were talking one night and we said, you know, maybe we should just get off of social media. And, you know, that's what we did. She logged into her Facebook, I logged into mine, and we changed each other's passwords, and then we deactivated the accounts. You know, so that, you know, you're not as tempted to get on, and you can delete the app, but you can also re-download the app. But I mean, I also know that I could, you know, go to the app and then say I forgot my password and have it send a link to my email, but I'm not going to go through that much just to get on social media. So, because I knew myself, I knew that even having access to the app, I probably would do it, but having to go through and reset passwords and all that kind of stuff, I wasn't going to feel like doing that. So we got off Facebook and we just, I deleted Instagram off my phone. I didn't delete my account, but I deleted the app off my phone. And like I said, we deactivated our Facebook accounts. I've been on Facebook for over 10 years. You know, originally Facebook was only for college students and you had to be invited to be on it. And I was invited like 2005, 2006 to be on there. So I've been on Facebook pretty much almost since the beginning, you know, since a few months probably after it was created. And it can be a great tool. It can be a great marketing tool. It can be a great promotion thing and networking, you know, because it's really what it's about. It was originally a social network and now it's social media, which is an interesting change in name that I just kind of am realizing. But Facebook has its ups and its downs, but I just knew that I was spending too much time scrolling and I wasn't spending enough time just being present and living. And I got to say that I've enjoyed my time being off of both of them. With Facebook, I originally, when I got on, I was just adding people to add people. I wanted a high friend count, you know, because I was obviously in high school and I was like, you know, you want to have a whole lot of friends, you know, you can max out at 5,000. I probably made it to like one and some change, maybe. And, you know, as I got older, I started realizing I don't really want that many people in my business. So I started deleting people that I didn't know. And then when I got in college, you know, just people, and I was, you know, somewhat known on campus because I was a drum major. So it was kind of like being a campus celebrity. So people wanted to add me. Then my number went back up. So finally, once I graduated college, I was like, I cut off everybody. You know, if I didn't really talk to you like that, I deleted your account. I deleted frat brothers, my sorority sisters. I deleted everybody. And I was happy about it. And I would just have something called a friend rapture, where, you know, if you woke up the next day and saw that my account was still in your list, then you got left behind. And it was a good thing to be left behind. But I was just deleting people that I really didn't need to be friends with. And when we finally had the conversation, my wife and I, we just decided, you know, we're not getting anything from this, you know, because not only just with Facebook, but with Instagram as well, what ends up happening, and it's not for everybody, but I can, you know, at least be honest about myself. What was happening was, in a sense, you're like indirectly comparing your life to other people. You know, you see people go to this island, you see people go on this vacation, you see people obtain this materialistic thing, and you know, you start comparing your life and saying, oh man, I want that, I want to go there, I want to do that. And it almost kind of takes the focus off your own life and you start like trying to live through other people, when that could be a good and a bad thing. But for me, it's not beneficial to my life. You know, at this point, it's not like I'm really old, but I'm old enough to know that if something isn't really beneficial to my life, I don't need it. You know, if I'm not gaining something from it, I don't need it. You know, I still have my YouTube channel because it's an opportunity for me to express and to talk to people and give advice and help people. And, you know, I could do a little bit of that on Instagram and Facebook, but it's just not the same. So I haven't missed it at all. You know, Facebook was literally just getting on and just scrolling for days. That's all I was doing. I wasn't really engaging with anyone. I would comment every now and then. And, you know, I miss the funny stuff, but I don't miss the sad, hateful. I don't miss any of that stuff. And our timing was actually great because right after we got off social media, all the mess here in Charlotte happened with the riots and the killing, you know. So it was almost like awesome timing because I missed all of that. You know, I didn't see how anybody felt. I didn't care how anybody felt. All the election talk, I missed out on all of it, and I'm okay with it. You know, at one point in my life, I was happy sharing stuff, and I wanted to share stuff, almost in a sense, to be honest with you. You know, another honest moment, it was almost in a sense like bragging or boasting for me. And, you know, it wasn't like, oh, let me show off what I have. But, I mean, really, when you look at it, why do we feel the need to share photos? You know, why do we do that? Do we do it to share great moments? Do we do it to boast? You know, you have to kind of ask yourself, why am I doing this? Was I just trying to show off my wife? Was I just trying to show off myself? You know, did the likes matter? They did at some point. You know, sometimes you do go back and you want to see how many likes a picture gets or what people say. Especially, I would make a lot of stupid videos out of like comedy videos, and I wanted to see if anybody found them funny, you know. But now it's like none of that even matters. I kind of want to be selfish with my time. I kind of want to be selfish with my wife and not have everybody know what's going on. You know, I want to run into somebody at the store and they'd be like, dang, I haven't seen you in a long time. You know, how are you doing? And you don't need, and it not be like a situation where they know everything already. They know how I'm doing, what I'm doing, how we're doing. You know, everybody doesn't need to know everything. And I kind of want to keep all that to myself now. And I pretty much made up my mind. I'm definitely not going back on Facebook. I'm gonna go on and download all my pictures, like pictures I've been tagged in from college, like download all that stuff so I can still have it. And then, you know, go ahead and just officially delete my profile. Because I looked at it as, if you really need to get in contact with me, you have my phone number. If you really need to get in contact with me, you didn't have my phone number, you have my email. If you really need to get in contact with me, you didn't have my phone number or my email, you should know what my website name is. You should know what my company name is. And if you know what my company name is, you can find my website. Or just Google it and it'll come up. And then you can get in touch with me through there if you really want to get in touch with me. But most people don't really want to get in touch with you that bad. You know, social media has just made it a lot more convenient to talk to people. And the people who need to get in touch with me know how to get in touch with me. And that's, at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. You know, one of my high school reunions just passed and I didn't go, and I was okay not going. Like, I had no desire to be around them. I had no desire to catch up with anybody. The people that I need to catch up with, I'm still cool with now. And it doesn't take a high school reunion to catch up with them or anything like that. Now, as far as Instagram, I definitely have a love-hate relationship with Instagram. And this is me being honest as a man. I don't know what it is about the algorithms with Instagram, but I'm glad I'm not a celebrity. I'm glad I'm not famous, because if you saw the list of people that I have blocked on Instagram, it's ridiculous. Because Instagram was just constantly, this is the hate part, Instagram was just constantly showing me inappropriate pictures, showing me things that I was not interested in seeing. And I would have to go in and choose see fewer posts like this. And then it would keep showing it to me. And then I would have to go in and block the person who had kept showing me pictures so I wouldn't see him anymore. Like, I've seen way more butts, bulges, and boobs than I should ever see. You know, I don't need to see that. And I would be just blocking people left and right. Famous people, not famous people, who were just always on the explore page. Because I don't follow that many people. And I would just look at the explore page, and that was where you could see like funny stuff, cool stuff, interesting stuff, artsy stuff for me. But then you have like naked people. And I just never understood that. And I mean, I had no desire to see either sex naked. I mean, I got myself to look at, and I got my wife to look at, and that, you know, covers both areas for me. I don't need to see anything else. So that part I did not like, was that I would delete stuff. I mean, I would like remove stuff, block stuff, and say show me fewer, and it would still show me a different person who was doing the same thing. So I didn't like that. But I love the fact that I could go in there and find funny content, that I could go be inspired, that I could see great things that are happening in people's lives, that I could look up pictures of different places around the world. Like, that kind of stuff I really will miss about Instagram if I decide to get off of it. I haven't really made up my mind if I'm going to officially get off, but those are things that made my relationship a love and hate thing. And to be honest, my thing was always showing me like in shape dudes, like muscular, buff, athletic guys. And I'm like, then it makes you start wondering, like, do I need to hit the gym some? Like, do I need to get the six pack going? Like, it does that to you. And I'm pretty sure it's the same thing for some women. You see Instagram models and you see waist trainers and what the ideal body is supposed to look like. And it starts making you question, why should I look like that? And that's not a good thing. I think when you start to have those kind of thoughts, it's time to start pulling back. And the fact that I've been without all of it for this long is so freeing. It's so freeing. I pick up my phone and I go read news articles now instead of reading a social media post. Find out what's going on in the world sometimes, or just find like different websites. Like reading, is an okay thing to do in your spare time instead of looking at pictures and stuff like that. So I've enjoyed my time from social media, and I would advise everybody, if you feel like social media is taking up too much of your day, I would suggest you, take a break from it, even if it's just a day or a week. Now, I wasn't a person who had to check Facebook or Instagram like every hour on the hour. It was just a convenient thing to do. It's like when you're bored, it's an instant fix. You get bored, okay, well, let me just pick up my phone and, see what's going on. Like, instead of just talking to the people who are around you or being productive, that was one of the major things. Instagram and Facebook was keeping me from being productive and getting some stuff done. So that alone was a reason why I had to stop, had to get rid of it. So, but y'all let me know what y'all think about the idea of like a social media unplug, and if you've done it, how you feel about it. And I know one thing I'm never gonna get rid of is this YouTube channel, because I actually love this. I'm almost at 1,600 subscribers, and I'm happy about that. But I'm good on social media. I don't need everybody knowing my business. When my wife gets pregnant, if she's not already pregnant, I've kind of gone back and forth with, am I gonna announce it, or do I want to keep it to myself? And you just run into me at the grocery store and a year from now be like, I didn't know you had a baby. So I haven't really made up my mind about that part. But aside from that, that's probably the only reason why I would get on it, just to kind of let everybody know, hey, look at what God has blessed us with, and get right back off. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that and social media and how it's changed, especially over the last 5 years. And give me some things to talk about, because I'm dry and low on ideas right now. I got a couple story times, but y'all tell me some things that y'all want to hear my opinion about. Married at First Sight, I have no desire to talk about it right now, because not much of anything interesting is going on in my book. So I'll probably do a video about the very last episode, but as far as I already talked about all of that. But I just missed y'all. I just wanted to come on and talk to y'all, because I haven't talked to y'all in a while. That's really all this video is about. But my throat is getting dry. So y'all make sure y'all rate, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll be seeing y'all soon. Leave the comments down below. Leave the suggestion down below what I could talk about. And I'll be talking to y'all later. Peace.